Hello. Um, Hi. It's been a very long time since I made one of these videos. Why? Um, I don't know. I was just not feeling like it. Uh, I've been very distracted lately in my head. A lot of things. Actually, nothing is happening. And I think that is why I didn't even felt like making one of these videos, which now it's okay, I guess. Anyway, but it's never too late to start anything. So here I am. The last video I made, I talked about that I am going to start reading this book by Julia Cameron. It's called The Artist Way. It's quite famous, and I don't know. I was like, why not? Why not, right? So I started. I started this about 3 weeks from now on. Um, and since that time, I wasn't making anything. I wasn't creating anything, which is very ironic. I don't know. Maybe it's what it how it's meant to happen, which is also great. Anyway, the week one was it was about initiates creative recovery, feel giddy and defiant, hopeful and skeptical, sense of safety, explore creativity with less fear. These were the goals. And I talked about shadow artist, um, and like enemy within, core negative beliefs, also affirmative belief system, and they were like bunch of tasks. The thing with morning pages, I don't know. I mean, I have started doing journaling like since I think I'm doing it on a regular basis since 2025, and I'm used to writing how I'm feeling. So morning pages weren't very difficult. But doing it first thing in the morning, it's a little too much. I have to think about what I mean, at least like the first week I had to think a lot about what I am thinking, like constructing a thought was difficult even first thing in the morning, and I didn't do it the first thing in the morning. Um I had a lot of tasks in between, and then I was like, yeah, I think I should. It was always before the afternoon. So it is considered morning pages. I don't know. The other one was time travel, and you had to um, write three people in the Monster Hall. I had names, but I think one of the Monster Hall people who are like, how do I see it? Who make me feel less in some ways. I think one of the most important thing is my own mind, and I wrote about that, and I'm like, okay, I mean, I had people and I had names to write about, like a lot of them sometimes in the Monster Hall, but I think I had to talk about the elephant in the room, and I was like, the biggest elephant is my own head. And yeah, sometimes your own mind, or not your own mind, I think the mind is highly influenced by other people, and especially we live in an age where it's so easy to allow other people to have opinion and have that level of influence on you. So yeah, when I see that, oh, it's my mind in the Monster Hall, i'm I meant all of the people, and I named it in a piece of paper. I named the people whose influence is on my mind, and that's why my mind reflects it on me. Yeah, and I wrote like people's name. There was other one where I had to write a letter to as a wounded artist child, and a letter to my defense. And I did wrote it. I mean, I was like, I did wrote it. Then I had to write about like Hall of Champions, the three people. Weirdly, well, I mean, I had to think about the names that I wanted to put in Old Champions Hall, which is a little sad, but I think it's okay. Like, it's all right. It's okay. Go on an artist date. That is something that I struggle with every week because I'm like, um, it's hard for me to go out and experience things on my own, like not emotionally, not like, oh yeah, what other people will think. It just like physically it's a little impossible for me to go out and like have certain experiences, and I'm like, it's okay, it's fine, it's all right. But I watched a movie, and I made pasta and I watched a movie. Yeah. Another one was to write one happy piece of encouragement, a thank you letter. I have mastered writing letter to myself. I write the best letters to myself. I don't know about like other people. Like if I'm able to like if I'll be able to write letter, I think I'll be. I'm great with letter writing. I feel that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel it. So I wrote it, like very encouraging, obviously. The other one is imaginary lives. 5 lives to lead. Who, what I would be in each. Oh, that's a good one. I don't remember what I wrote. Give me a moment, please. Um, I don't know which one is it. Yeah, this one. Gotcha. In the week one, I wrote 9 lives. I don't know why, but I did. The 9 lives are a writer. That's what I want to be. Like the first life will be a writer, working with books, maybe teaching as a professor. Who knows? Like that's the goal, right? The other one is living on a farm, having my own land, piece of land, and just being one of those like relaxed um, farm lady with a lot of cattle. Yeah, and pets. And yeah, I want to be that. A musician. I have always wanted to learn how to play an instrument, not really like a singer, but maybe write songs or played on an instrument. I want to learn how to play an instrument. Another is being a CEO of a big company. A company, not a big company, it doesn't have to be a big company, but it has to be something that I'm really passionate about. Um, yeah, like I have ideas about the things that I do want to work towards, and having a company that stands parallel to my principles and personal values, and at the same time, I think giving opportunity for other people to work, it's such a privileged thing to do, and if I'm able to, then I would like to in one of my imaginary lives. I don't know what's the lighting. Is it good? Is it better? Yeah, I think so. uh the other one is I've got so much. Oh, a happy wife and a good mother. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, I mean, just having one of those like sweet picket fence dreams of mine. The sixth one is an activist. Um, yeah, an activist for environment, mental health, and child protection. Yeah, sure. Um, the other one is a manager of God. Not messenger of God. No, 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 no. Nothing to do with being a messenger. I want to be a manager of God. If somehow, by some miracle, God decided to give me a power, I'll be like, give me the management of earth. Please. I want to manage earth. Is it like too much? Maybe. It's a little too ambitious to ask a God to grant me the management. I mean, I'm happy if he doesn't. I'm sure like that's would be much better for me personally. But yeah, I mean, I mean, it always fascinates me, like somebody is at that job, whether God himself or he employed somebody. I don't know. It would be a fun thing to able to manage the earth. A very hard work, but it could be fun as well. Like depends. The other one is a nun or a monk. I mean I would go with nun. Not not the conjuring kind. Not the horror kind. A good one. A good nun. Yeah. Just like completely into spirituality, leaving all the material things behind, living a life being present and being detached from everything. I don't know. I would like to do that at some point in my life. I want to experience it for sure and hopefully attain nirvana, enlightenment, if I could. That what I would like to do. The other one, as an imaginary life, I would forever want to stay a child. Like the child version of me, I'd never want to grow up in that imaginary life of mine. Just that I want to keep that child self in me constantly alive. Yeah, yeah. So these are the imaginary lives. Anyway, let's go with the other ones. Um, Writing affirmations, it was a little tough for me to write affirmations the first week, but it was okay. Like it was like I got around it. Yeah. I didn't wrote my morning pages regularly. Not regularly. I mean, I wrote every day, but not at the same time constantly in the mornings. I didn't do that. Yeah. I had to go for a walk, 20 minutes. I think I did that. Yeah. Um, yeah. So that was the first week. I think what I have noticed the first week was like obviously I didn't knew what was going on. I was really confused and at the same time um I was like very I was like I was very confused, you know. Yeah, I was like very confused. I didn't know what was going on. I was just still getting in the groove. I mean, definitely if I look right now, um this line feel giddy and defiant and hopeful and skeptical made sense, made so much sense. For sure. I mean, I was like, if it's gonna work or if it's not gonna work, and there was no way for me to know that. But it was a good week. I mean, yeah, better than the second one. We'll get to that. Uh, yeah. So that's what I did. The artist way of the first week of the artist way. Bye.